So this scheme is known as Scheme for Protection and Preservation of Endangered Languages. And this scheme exclusively focuses on the description, documentation, development, and preservation of the languages of the Northeast India. It focuses on the on the entire India, but specifically on the Northeast. Dr. Sarkar has been heading this scheme from 2016 onward, and under his guidance, under his supervision, under his patronage, several dozens of north languages of the Northeast India have been protected, have been preserved, have been documented. And Dr. Sarkar has published and presented in many prestigious conference and publication and published in many prestigious journals in India and across the world. And the Dr. Sarkar is one of the young authorities over the issues such as language policy, tribal education, and also social linguistics. So we are very eager to hear you, Dr. Sarkar. The stage and mic is all yours. I once again, on behalf of the National Testing Service India, Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore, and Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, and also on my personal behalf, I extend a very warm welcome to you in this program. And at this point of time, I also would like to thank you because I know that you are very busy in different activities in the programs in various capacity, but still you have given your time to all of us. So I also thank you a lot. Dr. Sarkar, mic and stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your generous introduction, but I think I don't deserve that much. Namaskar, all of you. Good afternoon. I think after lunch and one session, all of you may be tired and maybe waiting when this today's session is going to get over. So I'll take few minutes, not few minutes, just give me a moment. Yeah, just 1 minute. Why is my PPT? Hold on. Yeah, let me now try. Okay, let me share my entire screen, no problem. Yeah. Now, can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can see.
The slide is visible?
Yeah, visible, sir.
Okay. So, thank you again, Dr. Pankaj, and all the teacher presented here today for this 6 days workshop organized by NTSI and NBS. See, मैं आपका आज चौथा दिन है, चौथा दिन में जितने सारे एक्सपर्ट लेक्चर दिया है, उनका जैसा इतना एक्सपीरियंस भी नहीं हूँ और आसामीज लैंग्वेज भी मुझे नहीं आता है, माय सिंसियर एपोलॉजी। और मैं आसामीज नॉर्थ ईस्ट एरिया का भी एक्सपर्ट नहीं हूँ, बट ये लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी मेरा थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट एरिया है, ठीक है। तो लेट मी try to, I mean, give my view based on the documents available for public. All the document used in this slide are available online. So I'll give all the links after the lecture, so probably Dr. Pankaj may share with you. So see, NEP 2022, I mean, it's came in 2020 July, July 29th, it was passed in cabinet. Cabinet का passed होने के बाद भी, I mean, for all the organization, KBs, NBS और university institute के लिए बहुत सारे नया आपका responsibilities increase हुआ है, but मुझे लगता है NBS is already way ahead NEP 2020 इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए। मैं ये लास्ट में बात करूंगा, ठीक है। NBS के बारे में मुझे थोड़ा बहुत पता था, एनबीएस बहुत अच्छा स्कूल है, बट एनबीएस का कंट्रीब्यूशन इतना है इंडियन एजुकेशन सेक्टर में, ये मुझे पता नहीं था। इस लेक्चर के लिए मैं थोड़ा एनबीएस का डॉक्यूमेंट्स भी देखा था। तो थैंक यू, आई मीन आई एम वेरी प्रिविलेज्ड that I am with all of you who are teaching in NBS. Thank you. So let's start the talk. So NEP 2020 आपका कंट्री का पहला कोई पॉलिसी नहीं है, इसका पहले भी बहुत सारे पॉलिसी एजुकेशन कमीशन का रिपोर्ट आ चुका है। बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस व्हाट द बेसिक कमीशन स्कीम तो 1937, जिसका मेन टू गोल था यूनिवर्सल एजुकेशन प्लस मदर टंग एजुकेशन। इसके बाद राधाकृष्णन कमीशन जो यूनिवर्सिटी एजुकेशन कमीशन रिपोर्ट में भी जाना जाता है 1949, सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन कमीशन और मोदलियर कमीशन रिपोर्ट दैट इज 1952 to 1953। इवन स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन कमेटी जो 1955 में हुआ था, वो भी मदर टंग लैंग्वेज एजुकेशन को बहुत एम्फसाइज किया है। इसमें से सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट, नॉट सबसे, मैं गलत बोला हूँ, सबसे नहीं, सारे ही इम्पोर्टेंट है। एक जो इम्पोर्टेंट आपका कमीशन का रिपोर्ट है वो है कोठारी कमीशन रिपोर्ट, जो आया है 1964-1966 में। मैं इसलिए इम्पोर्टेंट बोल रहा हूँ, इसका 2 साल बाद ही आपका नेशनल पॉलिसी ऑफ एजुकेशन, इंडिया का फर्स्ट नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 1966 में आया है, जिसका एम था एक रेडिकल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम में। और इसका ये भी एम था लैंग्वेज और लिटरेचर का डेवलपमेंट, क्योंकि लैंग्वेज और लिटरेचर का डेवलपमेंट अगर नहीं होगा तो टोटल एजुकेशनल एंड कल्चरल डेवलपमेंट भी पॉसिबल नहीं है। इस पॉलिसी में और एक भी मजर आपका जो फॉर्मूला का बात किया था, that is 3 language formula. So here I just wanted to clarify one thing. 3 language formula is part of National Education Policy 1968. It's not a policy. 3 language policy, not for policy, it's a formula. It is suggested. It is suggested by the government of India in that document, 1968 document. Okay. तो 3 language formula के बारे में आप लोगों को पता है? प्लीज आप लोग अगर आंसर देंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा मेरे लिए। Anyone, मैडम, सर? हेलो।
हाँ सर, नवोदय में 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला चल रहा है।
हाँ, ओके, वंडरफुल, थैंक यू। तो क्वालिटी टेक्स्ट बुक, स्पेशल अटेंशन फॉर चिल्ड्रन बुक्स, ये भी एम्फसाइज किया गया था। इसका बाद ऑलमोस्ट 2 डिकेड का बाद 1986 में आपका आया है सेकंड नेशनल पॉलिसी ऑफ एजुकेशन। इसका 1986 का पहले 1985 में एक रिपोर्ट आया था, दैट इज चैलेंजेस ऑफ एजुकेशन ए पॉलिसी पर्सपेक्टिव रिपोर्ट। ठीक है, ये रिपोर्ट का बेस पे आपका बना था 1986 का नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी। इस पॉलिसी में बोला था जो 1968 में जो हमारा एम था वो बाय 1985 फुलफिल नहीं हुआ। वी आर फेल्ड बाय दैट टाइम। ठीक है, तो हमको और एक एजुकेशन सिस्टम में चेंज चाहिए। बहुत सारे सेक्टर है जिसमें एम्फसाइज करना है। कि किसमें एम्फसाइज करना है? अर्ली चाइल्डहुड केयर एंड एजुकेशन में, यूनिवर्सल एनरोलमेंट, रिटेंशन अप टू 14 एज, child center activity based learning. This policy also aim to remove social disparities and emphasize on social opportunities. सोसाइटी का डिफरेंसेस हटाना है और सबको इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी देना है एजुकेशन सिस्टम में। ठीक है, और एट द सेम टाइम रिच कल्चरल कंटेंट टेक्स्ट बुक में इंक्लूजन होना चाहिए। 86 का ये पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंट रिव्यू के लिए 1991 में रामामूर्ति कमीशन बना था। तो इसको POO प्रोग्राम ऑफ एक्शन 1992 जाना जाता है। इसमें क्वालिटी एजुकेशन फॉर ऑल, स्पेशल फोकस ऑन एजुकेशन फॉर गर्ल्स, ट्राइबल्स एंड माइनॉरिटीज एम्फसाइज किया गया था। तो ये 3 डॉक्यूमेंट आपका 2009 का पहले इम्पोर्टेंट है। मैं 2009 इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ, 2009 में राइट टू एजुकेशन एक्ट आया था आपका, जिसका आधार पे 6 to 14 एज सबको यूनिवर्सल एजुकेशन का एक्सेस दिया जाए, ठीक है। देन इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 34 इयर्स जो आपका नया एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2022 में आया है। ये इसका शुरुआत हुआ था 2015 में। 2015 में TRS सुब्रमण्यम जी, जिन्होंने कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी भी रह चुका है, यूपी कैडर का IAS था, उनका अंडर पे एक कमेटी बना था। वो कमेटी 2016 में रिपोर्ट सबमिट किया। उसका बाद सेम पॉलिसी में और एक कमिटी कंस्टिट्यूट हुआ के कस्तूरी रंगन जी का अंडर में, जो इंडिया का रिनाउंड साइंटिस्ट है। इन्होंने रिपोर्ट सबमिट किया 2019 में। आफ्टर 2019 दिस रिपोर्ट वाज इन पब्लिक फॉर कमेंट्स, कंसल्टेशन, and finally July 29th 2020 it was passed in cabinet. Okay, now see, after 34 years it came. इतने साल बाद आया, तो इतने साल में बहुत सारे चेंजेस भी हुआ है, इंडिया में चेंजेस हुआ, वर्ल्ड में चेंजेस हुआ है, ठीक है। तो इसमें जो एक आपका मेजर इस पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंट का आधार है SDP, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल, which is adopted by UNA and India भी उसका signatory है। वर्ल्ड का बहुत सारे countries, I mean almost all the countries are signatory of that. Okay, now before SDG एक और था मिलेनियम डेवलपमेंट गोल 2000 में, उसका गोल था 8। उसमें भी आपका एजुकेशन का पार्ट था। और सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल, सॉरी आई फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन दैट, मिलेनियम डेवलपमेंट का गोल था बाय 2015। आपका जो 8 गोल था, हेल्थ इश्यूज, poverty, education and others, they will reach the goal. Then 2016 they have they have formulated this sustainable development goal. इसका लक्ष्य है by 2030 17 गोल्स है, 17 गोल्स है वो रीच करना है। उसमें आपका पोवर्टी है, न्यूट्रिशन है, वुमेन्स का भी है, मेरीन बायोलॉजी है, एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज है। And that goal 4 which is mentioned in national education policy is important. Because of that I gave you the slight background of MDG and SDG. Now let's go to SDG 4. SDG 4 क्या कहता है? SDG 4 कहता है ensure an inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. Inclusive, equitable, quality and for all. Under this goal there is 7 outcome. First one is universal primary and secondary education. Second one is early childhood development and universal pre-primary education. Third, equal access to technical and vocational and higher education. Fourth, relevant skill for decent work. Fifth, gender equality and inclusion. Inclusion means including person with disabilities, indigenous people, that is tribal people, and children in vulnerable situation. Sixth one is universal youth literacy. Seventh is education for sustainable development and global citizenship. So see, we are no more thinking about citizen, all the, in all over the country. It's not like you are citizen of that country and XY country. It's like you are global citizen. You need to build the student like that so they can be the global citizenship. They can be equipped to survive in 21st century. Okay. So see, these 7 outcomes have 3 means, that is scholarship, a teacher's training and 1 more point. So this is the goal 4. So the NEP 2020 is, if we see, I mean, or probably, I mean, all of you have already read the document. It reflected almost all the 7 points. Now let's come to the reconstruction. When it's one major reconstruction happened in this policy document. Earlier it was 10 plus 2, जो 10 plus 2 था. असम में सेकेंडरी हायर सेकेंडरी बोलता है और नहीं बोलता है सर, पता नहीं. एनीवन क्या बोलता है आपको उधर, सेकेंडरी हायर सेकेंडरी? Okay.
Yes, sir. Secondary
Okay,
higher
okay.
secondary.
Thank you, madam. So the reconstruction is as following. Stage foundational. Foundational में क्या क्या? आंगनवाड़ी, प्री स्कूल, बालवाटिका. फाउंडेशन स्टिल 2 स्टेज में भागे हैं. ठीक है. फर्स्ट स्टेज जो है आंगनवाड़ी प्री स्कूल, वो 3 to 6 का एज के लिए है, और क्लास 1 to 2 6 to 8 एज का लिए है. इसका जो एम है फ्लेक्सिबल मल्टी लेवल प्ले एक्टिविटी बेस्ड लर्निंग. मेनली जो ईसीसी का ईसीसी टाइप का होगा इस स्टेज में. देन प्रिपरेटरी, दैट इंक्लूड्स क्लास 3 to 5, एज ग्रुप 8 to 11. इस स्टेज का एम है प्ले डिस्कवरी, activity based, pedagogical and light textbook. Okay, so light textbook is also included in this level, as well as aspect for more formal but interactive classroom learning in order to lay a solid groundwork across subject including reading, writing, speaking, physical education, art, language, science, mathematics. So see, this preparatory level is more like fun and activity based education, and you are learning something from the textbook for your next stage, that is middle stage. Middle stage includes class 6 to 8. Okay, age group 11 to 14. And I think in Navodaya school, as I see the document, middle school class 6 to 8, you follow the mother tongue and regional language. And then also you follow, but you also include Hindi and English. Okay, middle stage का जो aim है, introduction of subject teachers for learning and discussion of the more abstract concept. So gradually आपका थोड़ा not difficulty, जो content है, subject है, वो increase किया जा रहा है. अब abstract concept को भी introduce किया जा रहा है इस student के लिए. That student will be ready for at this stage across the science, mathematics, arts, social science and humanities. Then the last stage, not last stage, after that higher education is there. I'm not going to higher education. Okay. Secondary education is as per NEP 2020 divided in 2 phases. Class 9 to 10, class 11 to 12, age group 14 to 18. Aim is 4 years in multidisciplinary study, building on the subject-oriented pedagogical and curriculum style of the middle stage, but with greater depth, greater critical thinking, greater attention to life aspiration, and greater flexibility and student choice of subject. Okay. Now, see, we have seen how it's reconstructed and the education system, and I think NBS is concerned about middle school and first phase of secondary education, if I am not wrong. If I am wrong, please, madam, sir, please feel free to stop me. Now, let's see, हर पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंट का कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल होता है. पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंट इवन टेक्स्ट बुक प्रिपरेशन का भी कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल होता है. ठीक है, एनईपी का भी कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल है. इसमें से कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल है recognizing, identifying, and fostering the unique capabilities of each student. So this policy document encourages unique जो स्टूडेंट का कैपेसिटी है उसको रेस्पेक्ट करना, एनकरेज करना. देन फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी एंड न्यूमेरेसी बाय ऑल स्टूडेंट बाय ग्रेड 3, जो इंडिया में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप अगर एसआर का रिपोर्ट देखेंगे, अभी भी जो परसेंटेज लिटरेसी और न्यूमेरेसी का क्लास 3 और ग्रेड 3 था, दैट इज आई मीन वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग. ओके, now the third one, I mean I'm mentioning few one here. Multidisciplinary and holistic education across the science, social science, arts, humanities, and sports. Emphasis on conceptual understanding, more emphasis on understanding, not just memorizing something like a parrot, or you memorize some rhymes or poem. Okay, then creativity and critical thinking, promoting multilingualism and the power of language in teaching and learning, which I mean is the measure, that point, promoting multilingualism and power of language in teaching and learning is the main point of this presentation. But मैं थोड़ा पहले आपको एक बता रहा हूँ, प्रॉब्ली आपको ऑलरेडी पता है, सॉरी अगर आप बोर हैं. हाँ, नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. एनईपी में और क्या क्या कहा है, ठीक है. एनईपी का जो पेरा है 4.4 होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट्स ऑफ लर्नर्स, वो बोलते हैं the key overall thrust of curriculum and pedagogy reform across all stages will be to move the education system towards real understanding and towards learning how to learn, and away from the culture of rote learning. Again and again, NEP and CF emphasized about the rote learning. I mean, rote learning is criticized by the educator or scholar who are interested in these issues. Okay. Rote learning largely present today. The aim of education will not only be cognitive development, but also building character, creating holistic and all-rounded individual equipped with the key 21st century skill. So the aim of the education system as per the document is to build or create the students like that. They are even if they are out of school, they are equipped with the skill they can survive in this time. So the skill they will acquire in the school, it will be beneficial for them to survive. Okay, now another point is para 4.5, reduce curriculum content to enhance essential learning and critical thinking. I think ये सबको ये इंटरेस्टिंग है, पता नहीं, आई मीन मुझे तो इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है इसलिए. रिड्यूस करिकुलम कंटेंट, करिकुलम का इतना भारी होता है, बहुत सारे आप देखेंगे स्कूल में बच्चा का जो बैग होता है वो आपका इतना हैवी होता है, पता नहीं इतना बुक से सब कुछ सीखता है और नहीं सीखता है, मुझे तो पता नहीं. अगर मेरा टेबल में 10 किताब है, मैं 10 किताब पढ़ूंगा ऐसा तो नहीं है. और अगर मोटा मोटा किताब है, पूरा मोटा किताब में अच्छा कंटेंट रहेगा और मेरा नॉलेज ज्यादा होगा, ऐसा भी नहीं है. ठीक है, एटलीस्ट फॉर चाइल्ड और दिस स्कूल स्टेज. ओके, in higher studies it's maybe true. I mean, you read more, you know more. Okay, now what did that para say? Curriculum content will be reduced in each subject to its core essential. So it's not like pages, it's like core essential to make the space for critical thinking. So that essential will allow the student to think critically and more holistically, inquiry-based, discovery-based, discussion-based, analyze-based learning. So it's not pages, it's the essential. The content is so qualitative content that they will have that urge to discover inquire, discuss, and analyze. Okay, the mandated content will focus on the key concept ideas, applications, problem solving. Teaching and learning will be conducted in more interactive manner. Question will be encouraged, and classroom session will regularly contain more fun, creative, collaborative, and exploratory activities for students for deeper and experiential learning. So see, I mean, you ask question, you have you discuss, you analyze, then you know, क्लासरूम ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब ये जो पॉलिसी का जो विजन और एम है स्कूल एजुकेशन का इंडिया में, ये क्लासरूम ऐसा नहीं है टीचर पढ़ा रहा है, ब्लैक बोर्ड में आके लेसन का नाम लिखा है, नीचे ऑथर का नाम लिखा है, फिर रीडिंग पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया। मैं मेरा एक्सपीरियंस बता रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ सारे टीचर ऐसा है, बहुत सारे टीचर बहुत अच्छा है जिसको हमको अभी भी याद है, और उन टीचर के लिए हम आज whatever I am today, it's because of a few teacher. सब टीचर ऐसा नहीं होता है, तो बट आप पर्सनली मत लीजिए, ऐसा बहुत टीचर है जो आता है क्लास, और बहुत सारे एरियाज में है स्कूल है, टीचर आता है बोर्ड में लिखता है, स्टार्ट हो जाता है, क्वेश्चन भी पूछता है, तो एंटरटेन नहीं होता है क्योंकि इतने सारे स्टूडेंट्स है क्लासरूम में, कितना का बात सुनेगा, ये भी एक रीजन है। ठीक है, तो इंटरेक्शन का होने का भी चांसेस नहीं है, टाइम फ्रेम है आपका, तो कम क्लास बेल रिंग हुआ, क्लास खत्म, पढ़ाना खत्म हुआ, नेक्स्ट दिन भी यही चलता है, बहुत सारे प्लेसेस में ऐसा होता है। सॉरी, तो इसका न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में ये सब को हटाने का कोशिश करने का एम है। नाउ कम टू द मेन पॉइंट, दैट इज लैंग्वेज। Okay, now till this point we know, okay, we want some education system which all of us aim actually। आप सोचिए ना, पॉलिसी डॉक्यूमेंट के बारे में भूल जाइए, आपको आप सोचिए, आप अगर मैं सोचता हूँ, मैं अगर छोटा होता, मतलब छोटा टाइम मेरा अगर याद करता, मैं स्कूल में फास्ट तो नहीं था, बट बहुत सारे क्लास में पीछे भी था, बहुत सारे टाइम में देखा है दूसरा टीचर को एनकरेज किया गया, ठीक है, हमको नहीं किया गया, क्वेश्चन भी बहुत सारे टाइम में डर में नहीं पूछा, ऐसा नहीं आता नहीं, डर में नहीं पूछा, ये बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट को होता है। तो ऐसा एक सिस्टम होना चाहिए जहाँ पे क्वेश्चन करने का के लिए डरेगा नहीं, इवन इफ इट इज रॉन्ग क्वेश्चन डरेगा नहीं, नो क्वेश्चन इज बैड क्वेश्चन, सारे क्वेश्चन का पीछे किसी ना किसी का मतलब कुछ आइडिया तो होगा। अगर मैं कुछ पूछा, आप मुझे कुछ क्वेश्चन किया, आप भी कुछ सोचा, आपका सोच तो गलत नहीं हो सकता है, हाँ आपका सोच डिफरेंट हो सकता है, गलत नहीं हो सकता है, ठीक है, और क्लास में तो हो ही नहीं सकता है। ठीक है, तो देखिए ये सब का जो एक इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट और फोकस है लैंग्वेज छोड़ के हम ये सोच नहीं सकते, वी कांट इमेजिन equality or inclusive classroom if we minus education। इंक्लूसिवनेस लैंग्वेज छोड़ के नहीं आएगा, इंक्लूसिवनेस तब भी आएगा जब हम लैंग्वेज को क्लासरूम में प्लेस देंगे, रेस्पेक्ट करेंगे। ओके, नाउ लेट्स कम टू द लैंग्वेज पार्ट। ओके, नाउ सी यू the question is home language and mother language। Okay, and you can say mother tongue। It's mainly the language of home, larger kinship group, street, neighborhood, that is languages that a child acquires naturally from his home societal environment। This definition I have taken from NCF 2005। It is mentioned, it is mentioned as it is। ओके, सो फास्ट लैंग्वेज जो बच्चा घर में सीखते हैं, घर में, और जो जॉइंट फैमिली में है, उनका रिलेटिव से, जो गांव में नाइबरहुड है, स्ट्रीट है, ठीक है, जो नेचुरली घर में और सोसाइटल एनवायरनमेंट में बच्चा एक्वायर करते हैं, वही होम लैंग्वेज और मदर टंग है। मैं ब्रैकेट में एस इसलिए डाला है, एक्चुअली एनसीएफ में भी डाला है ये, ठीक है, होम लैंग्वेज और मदर लैंग्वेज एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है। तो इंटरेस्टिंगली आई थिंक डॉक्टर आलिंद्र ब्रह्मा, मेरा कोलीग जो आपका साथ इंटरेक्ट और सेशन भी लिया है, उनका बेटी अभी 3 इयर्स रनिंग है। तो वो घर में अलिंद्र जी के साथ बोडो बोलते हैं, उसका माता जी का साथ असमीज बोलते हैं, मेरा बेटी के साथ हिंदी बोलते हैं, ठीक है। और नीचे जो उनका नेबर्स है उसके साथ वो हिंदी में बोलते हैं, और इंग्लिश वो थोड़ा थोड़ा बोलता है, ठीक है। तो उसका मदर टंग एक से ज्यादा है, एक से ज्यादा है ही। तो ऐसा बहुत लोगों का है जो चाइल्डहुड में 3-4 लैंग्वेज वो पिकअप कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि उनका एनवायरनमेंट ही ऐसा है। सेकेंड लैंग्वेज जो हम बाद में सीखते हैं, ठीक है, लर्न करते हैं स्कूल में या बड़ा होने के बाद दूसरा प्लेस में। Now, see, if we talk about this learning, language learning or acquisition, one important issue is critical period hypothesis. This critical period hypothesis say your infancy, तो बच्चा से आपका जब एडल्टहुड तक आपका लैंग्वेज सीखने का एक प्लस पॉइंट रहता है, वो इजियर रहता है, ठीक है। तो आई मीन मोस्टली ये एग्री होता है, बट बहुत लोग इसमें डिसएग्री भी करता है। बट आई मीन इट्स अंडरस्टूड, इट्स इजियर इन द अर्ली स्टेज टू लर्न लैंग्वेज। सॉरी, see now let's see what NEP says about this early stage of language pickup issue. As the research clearly show that children pick up languages extremely quickly between the age of 2 to 8, that multilingualism has great cognitive benefits to young students. See, children will be exposed to different languages early on, but with a particular emphasis on mother tongue, starting from the foundational stage onwards. Okay. See, and one more important point is that different language is good for cognitive development of your child. It's not, I mean, minus point. If your मेरा बेटी अगर कन्नड़ा अभी मेरा बेटी अभी 2 years रनिंग है और 1-2 कन्नड़ा वर्ड भी बोलते हैं, ठीक है। तो मेरा और भी कोलीग है जो यहाँ पे मैसूर में है, उनका बच्चे कन्नड़ा बोलते हैं, ठीक है, और घर में जो भाषा है वो बोलते हैं, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। आप हिंदी सीख रहे हैं, संस्कृत सीख रहे हैं, जितना भाषा सीख रहे हैं उतना एडवांटेज है, ठीक है। इट्स नॉट, आई मीन, माइनस पॉइंट, एंड इफ इट इज अर्ली स्टेज इट्स good for the children's cognitive development. Now, language is not only important for this purpose. There is one more important point, that is our constitution, that is Constitution of India, which states must be, I mean, follow. Okay, you are aware of 8th schedule of Constitution of India? Sir, madam, 8th schedule of Constitution of India? Hello, anyone? Oh yeah, okay, fine. So 8th schedule, yes. Okay, 8th schedule in the Constitution talks about the official languages of India and other matters also. So the scheduled language is also decided and as per the 8th. Okay, so under the 8th schedule, Article 350 mentioned, not mentioned, state that every state and of every local authority within the state to provide adequate facilities for instruction in the mother tongue at the primary stage of education to the children belonging to the linguistics minority. Okay, it mentioned linguistic minority, but it doesn't limit to linguistic minority. Only linguistic minority group you have to provide mother tongue education, other not. No, it doesn't say mother tongue education you state may provide. Okay, and multilingualism is a resource. I mean, if you see NCEF, I will come to NCEF. NCEF is a wonderful document. It's mentioned that, I mean, it's mentioned that multilingualism is a resource like any other national resource, and language is a resource. Now you ask the people who are who knows several languages, okay, which beneficial for many reasons, economic reason, your cognitive development, which is early stage, and your skill. Okay, definitely, I mean, different languages is a skill. Okay, so we should, I mean, we should not, I mean, aim to like the foreign countries, monolingual countries. They are now सॉरी मैं डिविएट कर जाऊंगा क्योंकि फिर लैंग्वेज एंडेंजरमेंट का बात आ जाएगा. Sorry. Okay. Now, what NEP mentioned several points, Feraz, about language education, language in education. Let us see, I mean, what are these? Okay. Some of these I am mentioning here. The medium of instruction until at least grade 5, but preferably till grade and beyond should be, I mean, will be the home language or mother tongue. Home language, mother tongue, local language, regional language. Okay, and thereafter the home local language shall continue to be taught as language wherever possible. Okay, so till 5 if possible 8, or in or after that जहाँ पे possible है वहाँ पे mother tongue, regional language, home language रखना है. ठीक है. और ये जो gap है home language that is language spoken by the child और जो मीडियम ऑफ टीचिंग है उसको ब्रिज करना है. एक गैप एक इम्पोर्टेंट गैप है. शायद आपका नवोदय में नहीं है, बट इंडिया में बहुत सारे ये प्लेसेस में है. ठीक है. होम लैंग्वेज मदर टंग टेक्स्ट बुक मटेरियल इज नॉट अवेलेबल. जहाँ पे अवेलेबल नहीं है वहां पे भी जो टीचर का लैंग्वेज ट्रांजेक्शन टीचर और स्टूडेंट का बीच में होगा वो आपका होम लैंग्वेज मदर टंग में जहाँ पे पॉसिबल होना चाहिए. जहाँ पे जो पॉसिबल होना चाहिए, इसमें कोई इम्पोजिशन भी नहीं है, बट ये ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट के लिए एज ए रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन, एज ए टीचर हमको एक कोशिश करना है ये होम लैंग्वेज मदर टंग यूज करना. टीचर विल बी एनकरेज टू यूज बाइलिंगुअल अप्रोच यूज करना है आपका क्लास में, जहाँ पे स्टूडेंट का होम लैंग्वेज मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन से डिफरेंट है. ठीक है. हाई क्वालिटी का कंटेंट मटेरियल पढ़ाया जाएगा. ठीक है. ऑल लैंग्वेजेस एंजॉयबल इंटरेक्टिव स्टाइल में पढ़ाने के लिए बोला गया है. प्लेंटी ऑफ इंटरेक्टिव कन्वर्सेशन. ये सिर्फ पढ़ना नहीं है, इंटरेक्शन से आप ज्यादा सीखते हैं. आप अगर नया लैंग्वेज नया प्लेस में जाएंगे, ठीक है, मार्केट में जाएंगे तो वहां पे ज्यादा लैंग्वेज सीखते हैं. आप जितना ना किताब पढ़ के सीखेंगे वो इंटरेक्शन से सीखेंगे. तो आपका सिर्फ क्लास में पढ़ाना में जितना नहीं सीखेगा वो इंटरेक्शन आप उससे बात करेंगे प्रॉब्ली वो ब्रोकन थोड़ा ब्रोकन कंस्ट्रक्शन में सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन में बोलेगा या फ्रेजेस बोलेगा बट धीरे धीरे ऐसे ही सीखेगा. ठीक है. Major effort for both central and state government to invest large number of language teacher in all regional languages. So it may be, I mean, a positive tone for all the regional language teacher if government, state government and central government follow this policy. So they should recruit more language teacher across India. ओके. 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला, ऑलरेडी 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला के बारे में बात किया है, उसको भी इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाएगा. ठीक है. ऑल एफर्ट विल बी मेड टू प्रिपेयर हाई क्वालिटी बाइलिंगुअल टेक्स्ट बुक and teaching learning materials for science mathematics so that students are enabled to think, speak about 2 subjects in both their home language and mother tongue and English. Okay. Every student in the country will participate in a fun project activity, the language of India, sometimes in grade 6 to 8, such as Ek Bharat Shastra Bharat. I have seen, I mean, already Navodaya Vidyalaya have participated in Ek Bharat Shastra Bharat. 2 more interesting point, that is classical language. Learning classical language in school should be encouraged. Classical languages are like Sanskrit, Odia, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam. Okay. These are the classical languages in India. So it should be encouraged. Foreign language, not only English, other foreign languages, the market of foreign languages they use. If you, I mean, the students who have completed Chinese and Japanese, they're Korean, they are in huge demand. I mean, my juniors who have completed foreign language courses from JNU or other universities. Most of them are in good position now. Okay, teaching all languages will be enhanced through innovative experiential methods, including through apps by having the cultural aspect of the language, such as film, theater, storytelling, poetry, music, and by drawing connection with various relevant subject, real life experience. Okay, see, I mean, all these are like probably in your teaching learning method or process the expert have mentioned. So it's always interesting. You learn more from, I mean, video or storytelling, music. Some of the music you memorize because it's attractive more. Films, movies. I mean, see these and drawing. I mean, you draw something. Okay, so this experiential learning is really beneficial. All curriculum and pedagogy from the foundational stage onwards will be redesigned and to be strongly rooted in Indian and local context and ethos in terms of culture, tradition, heritage, custom, language, philosophy, geography, ancient and contemporary knowledge. So the local knowledge, I mean, the Indian tradition and all these things should be, I mean, emphasized in the new curriculum. Okay. Now now come to the another point, that is national textbook with local content and flavor. I mean, textbook should be, I mean, you know, I mean, it should be associated with the students' environment. I mean, which I mean, you already know. I mean, which NCF also talked about. Now let's come to the NCF 2005. I mean, before 2005 there were, I mean, two or three more NCF were there. 2020 National Curriculum Framework for School Work. This NCF sometimes it is written as NCFSE, National Curriculum Framework for School Education. Now one implementation document is available online. I'll share with you, Dr. Pankaj ji. So new NCF may come by 2023 and 24. So and CBSE, KPS, and JNB, CTSA, all these will prepare own action plan according to that. But we have to wait for, I mean, 1 or 2 more years. But now, why? I mean, we should not wait. I mean, we have our education is running on. The textbooks are there, and NBS Assamese textbooks are based on NCF 2005. I mean, if you flip, I mean, definitely you are the teacher. I mean, you know much more better than me. I mean, it is clearly mentioned that National Curriculum Framework. Sorry. Some of the guiding principle of NCF is connecting knowledge to life outside the school, ensuring that learning is shifted away from the rote method, enriching curriculum to provide overall development of children rather than remaining textbook centric. So no text, I mean, no more, I mean, it should be textbook, okay, bookish knowledge or rote learning. So, okay, making examination more flexible and integrated into classroom life. NEP also, I mean, the new NEP also emphasized on that point. And the last principle, nurturing and overriding identity informed by caring concern with the democratic polity of the country. Okay. Now, a few more things. Primacy of active learning. We have already, I mean, on and off mentioned. Learners in learners context. So the context in which the learning happening, it should be important. Okay. What is it? 47. Okay. Few more points. Children will learn only in atmosphere where they feel they are valued. Okay, this is very important. I mean, all of might have observed. If you encourage, or you know, I mean, what I say, I mean, okay, you say, okay, you are doing good, then the student or children feel encouraged. Okay, and if the student, particular student feel, okay, I am no use, or my opinion is not valued, he will not be, I mean, motivated. And unless one student is motivated, I don't know how much learning will happen in that particular classroom or period, or that chapter. Okay, the child, community and local environment from the primary context in which learning take place, in which knowledge acquires its significance. Okay, so again the context is important. The child knowledge, the community's knowledge, environment, experience of the socio-cultural world also need to become a part of curriculum. It is very much important, the socio-cultural world. Okay, children need to find example of the plurality of people and ways of life represented in the textbook. These portrayals need to ensure that no community is oversimplified, level judged. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is the last part, last line, that is, no community should oversimplified or tabooed. Now, okay, this X community is like that. Okay, I mean, we are human beings. We sometimes stereotype or judge. Okay, they don't take bath. Okay, they are like that. Okay, so it should not be like. I mean, we should respect everyone's culture, and when it's come to textbook, we should be more, I mean, careful and sanitized. Okay. Now, see, now I'm coming to the JNV textbook. See, I can read Assamese. I can't speak Assamese. So sorry if something is wrong from my part in interpretation. I'm extremely sorry. I mean, for the, I mean, ongoing, I mean, the upcoming slide, if there is any mistake. Okay. Now let's see. I have just checked few chapters. From that I have taken a few. That is screenshot 1. That the first table is from class 6, chapter 3. That is development Assamese language. Can you anyone can you name the chapter? I forgot the chapter name. Development of Assamese language. Anyone? Okay. The second screenshot is from class 7, chapter 10, which is about the differently able or disabled people. Not people. I mean, 3. I mean, phase from Assam is Prince Gogoi, Julie Burman, and Sangram Jyoti Chaudhary. I mean, I really like this. I mean, this chapter, because I mean, it is very important to represent all the section of the society in textbook, so the students are also aware and sanitized about the issue. Because I mean, in our culture we make fun about people, differently able people, or who are slightly different. So this should be reduced. Okay, I mean, it should be eradicated, this notion. So NB has textbook including this is like a wonderful. I mean, I really liked it, and I appreciate also, I mean, the CRT Assam and NBS authority. They have included this sort of important issues in textbook. Okay, now why I have added these tables? If you see the second column, that is Bhasha Adhyayan. Okay, now as the main important discussion is language here. See, language is not only about poem or story. Language is about more thing, and it's not like that. If you teach the grammar, that the student will learn a language. It's not like that. Whenever you are teaching the text, you can identify that. Okay, if some Tatshama word is there, you can say, oh, this is Tatshama word. What is Tatshama word? What is Ardha Tatshama? Tadbhava, Deshi, Videshi. The loan words you can identify at the same time. Okay, then again, all the chapter will have something which you can present as an example. Okay, we are reading this. this is the part. Okay, then again it's mentioned বিশেষণ পট্টু বিশেষ্য সমার্থক শব্দ বাক্য রচনা. The second screenshot ভাষা অধ্যয়ন ব্যবহারিক ব্যাকরণ বিপরীত শব্দ then জুড়িয়া শব্দ চিনাক্ত করি পড়া বাক্য রচনা করি পড়া. Okay, so all these are there, you have to just implement is there. I mean, I don't know, I mean, how the teaching happen. You first you teach the lesson and then you come to the exercise part, or you do it at the same time. Okay, anyway, I mean, my point is that it can be, I mean, done in there. I mean, you don't need to, I mean, teach grammar different, and they know already, okay, this is the thing. And language is rule governed. Any language is rule governed. Okay, so like SOB, SBO. Okay, so this is sentence construction, singular, plural, we have rule. Okay, then gender also we have rule. So if you can identify, okay, this is the rule and this should be that, and if exceptions are there, you can also highlight that, okay, this is exception. Sometimes student may, I mean, wrongly, I mean, right, following that rule may not be aware of the exception. So at that point you can highlight, rather than discouraging, you can highlight, okay, this is the exception, and exceptions are in all languages. Okay. The third screenshot I have added is from one poem, class 8, chapter 1. Okay, সমার্থক শব্দ বিপরীত শব্দ বাক্য রচনা, again তৎসম শব্দ, all this. So all this is actually nice. I mean, you have all these things in the exercise part. Okay, so all this you can do at the same time of exercise. Parts of his, number, gender, opposite words, sandhi ka rules bhi hai. I'm sure somebody, I mean, you are more expert than me in Assamese language, so you know the rules of Assamese sandhis. Okay, so it's, if what I feel, I mean, after studying linguistics, if you identify the rules now, and it is easy, I mean, rather than, I mean, memorizing, it will come after that, it will come after that. If the rules are there, if you teach the rules, it's maybe, I mean, maybe useful for them. Then okay, now I am taking few more screenshots from your book. So simplifying the word, shobato shokoltok, mohima mahatto pratap gaurav. So every text, any language textbook you take, there will be, and important thing is that we speak in colloquial language, and in Assam, the Assamese of Borpeta area will be not same as the Assam of Silchar area, Assamese of Silchar area, or Guwahati Assamese maybe, I mean, different. You can say, if I'm wrong, please kindly stop me. Okay, so simplifying the word and telling, okay, if some difficult word is there, I think we may actually, you know, simplify the word in his variation. In one classroom there may be several variation. Okay, and variation is not problem. Okay, if you think, okay, several people, student have several variation, it should not be, I mean, you know, a minus point. It's plus point only for the classroom. It's make classroom more interesting. Okay, so you can do all these things. You don't need to go back to the exercise section. Then in the previous screenshot I have mentioned about the word that is Totshamo, that is actually loan words. Okay, Farsi, Arabic, then Farashi, China, Portuguese. Okay, and see the third screenshot I have taken for interesting reason. It's really, I mean, NBS textbook really, I think really, I mean, nice textbook. विभिन्न जनगोष्ठी, आई मीन सारे जो आपका जाति है, ठीक है, उसका लैंग्वेज में जो फॉलोइंग वर्ड्स है उसको कैसे बोलते हैं, जो मैं आपको बोल रहा था क्लास में, आपको डिफाइन वेरिएशन या डिफाइन लैंग्वेज यूज करना कोई माइनस पॉइंट नहीं, ये प्लस पॉइंट ही है आपका। इवन एनबीएस का टेक्स्ट बुक भी देखिए ये यूज किया है, ठीक है। तो ऐसे बहुत सारे आपका टीचर्स, जो पहले का टीचर्स आपको बताया है कौन सा प्रोसीजर में कौन सा रूल्स में लैंग्वेज पढ़ाना है, वो आप यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। मैं सिर्फ बोल रहा हूँ, मैं सिर्फ कोशिश कर रहा हूँ एनईपी लैंग्वेज और क्लासरूम टीचिंग को ब्रिज करने का। ओके, नाउ दिस इज द लास्ट स्क्रीनशॉट। दिस pictorial story, it can be used for other purpose also. Other purpose, sorry, what I am saying, ये सिर्फ किताब में है इसलिए करना पड़ेगा ऐसा नहीं है। और भी अगर सिचुएशन है, जिस टेक्स्ट में आप देख रहे हैं फोटो नहीं है बट फोटो को कुछ आप यूज कर सकते हैं, वो करना चाहिए, ठीक है। और फोटो आप पहले एक्टिव भी कर सकते हैं या आप प्रेजेंट भी कर सकते हैं, हाँ ऐसा ऐसा है। Then you can ask the students, okay, you do this. Okay, then you can ask, okay, you narrate this, or you can ask, write down. You will find out from one single picture, all the students will have defined interpretation, and it's fun. I mean, it's about language. I mean, they are speaking, they are writing, or they are narrating. Ultimately, the aim is to learn or teach language only. So there is no harm if you use defined picture, or if you don't follow what is in the textbook. You don't need to, I mean, simply ask the students what is the answer, because in this chapter there is questions. So chobi chahe prashno uttar diya, I mean, from the picture you give the answer. You don't need to do that, I mean, you definitely, but for that you can ask them to narrate कीजिए, इंटरेक्ट कीजिए। सबको बहुत सारे इंटरेस्टिंग ऑब्जर्वेशन आपको मिलेगा, आप देखेंगे, और तो सारे स्टूडेंट भी इंटरेस्टेड होगा मेरा हिसाब से, जो डिफाइन स्टोरी सुनेगा, ठीक है। नाउ लेट्स कम, आई थिंक आप में बहुत सारे टीचर असमीज सेकेंड लैंग्वेज हिसाब से भी पढ़ाता है, जो आपका दूसरा लैंग्वेज, जिसका मदर टंग दूसरा है, ठीक है। तो देखिए, एक जो इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है, जो जिसके लिए असमीज सेकेंड लैंग्वेज है, जो असमीज एज ए सेकेंड लैंग्वेज सीख रहा है, ठीक है, उसके लिए आपको शायद थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम देना पड़ेगा। बट वन थिंग कैन बी ड्रॉ एग्जाम्पल फ्रॉम असमीज, एट द सेम टाइम ड्रॉ एग्जाम्पल फ्रॉम दैट स्टूडेंट्स, her or his mother tongue. Okay, that you can do. If you can do that, it may be it is going to be definitely more interesting for them. She or he can associate, okay, this is happening. And one point I want to mention from NCF 2005. See, in the second classroom, we spend lot of time only to read in the sense the lesson you are reading, students what they are understanding or not, we are not, I mean, we don't know, I mean, we are not certain, okay, in the beginning stage who are teaching Assamese as a second language, ठीक है। तो इसलिए इंटरेक्शन ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। हाँ, टेक्स्ट आपको पढ़ाना है, बट एट द सेम टाइम इंटरेक्शन स्टोरी जो एनईपी भी फोकस किया है, एनसीएफ भी फोकस किया सेकेंड क्लासरूम के लिए, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है। Now few points I want to, I mean, mention, and I want to end. Again I am repeating multilingualism, which is constitutive of the identity of child. A typical feature of Indian linguistic landscape must be used as a resource. That's what I told. Okay, you use the variation, Assamese का variation use कीजिए। जो स्टूडेंट्स है उसका मदर टंग भी आप ब्लैक बोर्ड में कुछ अगर कर रहे हैं, पॉसिबल है तो ठीक है, और कोशिश कीजिए, और इंटरेस्टिंग होगा आपके लिए भी, इजी रहेगा, ठीक है। जो आप रूल सिखाएंगे वो उसका मदर टंग का साथ कंपेयर करके सिखाएंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा। तो एक क्लासरूम का जो मल्टीलिंगुअल रिसोर्स है वो यूज करना है, ये माइनस पॉइंट नहीं है। बहुत सारे लोग क्लेम करता है जो ये क्लासरूम इतने सारे स्टूडेंट है, ये समझता नहीं है, वो समझते हैं, बट आई डोंट थिंक, हाँ, इट्स प्रॉपर प्लानिंग का जरूरत है आपका, कैसे आप हैंडल करेंगे इसको, कैसे यूज करेंगे, अगर वो करेंगे तो इट्स मच मोर बेनिफिशियल एंड इजी. ओके, literature can be also be part to children's own creativity. After hearing a story, poem or song, children can be encouraged to write something of their own. This can be, I mean, for who are teaching Assamese in second language, it can be beneficial for them. Okay, it's not like that, I mean, you ask them to write whatever in the textbook. You can say okay, whatever you feel you write. Okay, ultimately the goal is to learn the language. Okay, if the goal is achieved, what to worry about memorization or finishing the lesson. Okay, they can also be encouraged to integrate various form of creative expression, which is very important. Reading and writing, the classroom needs to provide print rich environment, which NBS already providing, displaying signs, chart, work organization notice that promote iconic recognition of the written symbol in addition to teaching letter sound correspondence. Okay, so for second language, I mean Assamese as a second language or third language, this can be, I mean, important. I mean, signboard and charts, like sometime we learn by seeing only. After seeing so many signboards or repetitive things, we learn. Okay, there is a need for imaginative input, that is read by a competent reader with appropriate gesture and dramatization. Okay, so that is also very important. If I am sure all of you are talented, all of you have some skill, I mean some skill which you can make the lesson more interesting. That is what skill I am saying, gesture, like we play damshel art types of thing. I mean gesture, not damshel art, I mean I'm just giving example. Okay, dramatization. Okay, you make it more interesting. Okay, that can be, I mean, attract the students. The last, write down the experience narrated by the children and then having them read and write, read the written account. Okay, reading additional material, stories, poem, etc. I mean, you can, I mean, include not only the textbook, some other maybe interesting materials. In last, JNB and NEP, which I have already said. See, JNB is much more ahead than many other organization for implementing NEP 2020. Okay, and I think I'm really impressed because my research area is education in tribal areas. Okay, and see, JNB was, I mean, envisioned in 1986 National Policy of Education. Okay, and its aim was to include the students from backward areas, 75% students. Okay, even now they are doing that. Okay, the language policy, 3 language formula they are following. NEP also emphasized, other education policy also emphasized. The textbook material is also impressive. Okay, and the student exchange program. Student exchange, I think it's called student exchange program. If I am not wrong, forgive me. The student who visit the different areas. Okay, so 2029 and 20 in Shillong area, 400 Shillong zone, actually Shillong region or zone, 487 students in there. Okay. And not only, I mean, Shillong, across the India, non-Hindi zone, non-Hindi zone, Hindi zone, I mean, interacting. This is also, very interesting for the national unity and integrity through language, which is envisioned in the new education policy. So, if there is any question, please feel free. If there is any comment, please feel free. I mean, don't hesitate. I mean, no question is, I mean, bad question or useless question. And I want to really say that if education is the backbone of the nation, teachers are the backbone of the education system. So you are the backbone of the education system. You are already doing wonderful job, and if you have learned something from, I mean, the session or the upcoming session, try to implement. And if that learning, you know, benefit some of the students who maybe, you know, I mean, lacking behind in the classroom, it will be, I mean, great for you know, the society from your part as a teacher, as a citizen of India. And I think some of the interaction of this workshop will be successful. Thank you, all of you. Am I there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, your mic is off. Okay, sir, your mic is off.
So thank you so much, Dr. Sarkar, for your such an elaborate presentation on the policy related to, you know, languages in general and Northeastern languages in particular. And you quite beautifully combined it, that how it can be utilized practically in the language classroom situation. So thank you so much.